Everyone, welcome back to Fly with Shubham, and today we'll be talking about the expenses that you will face till you become an airline pilot. So it goes in different stages. The very first thing we'll talk about is the medicals. So your medicals first will be a class 2 medical, then a class 1 medical. A class 2 medical in general, as per DGCA structure, it costs 1,000 and the class 1 medical costs 2,000. But these costs can vary as per the different medical examiners that are there. Besides the medicals, this is just the standard fee, but other expenses for the medicals would be your tests, whatever are required for getting that medical approval. The next expenses after the medicals would be your exams. So for the regular attempts of the DGC exams, it will be 2,500 rupees per exam, and for the on-demand exams, it will be 5,000 per exam. Besides all this, the major expense for your training till you become an airline pilot would be your CPL course fee structure, for which you will have to consult many different schools. Each school will have their own fee structure, which could vary between 45 to 60 lakhs on average. The CPL cost could vary between 45 to 60 lakhs, which is variable because you will have your food and accommodation expenses in additional to your basic CPL package. So these costs can vary as per the flying school which you are joining. Some schools offer their own hostels or places of accommodation, whereas others don't. This CPL cost consists of your single engine and multi-engine training as well. If you remove the multi-engine training, then obviously the cost will go down a little, but it is as per that. So an average market price for a single engine per hour rate is somewhere between 20 to 25,000, and for a multi-engine could be anywhere between 35 till 50,000 per hour. After the CPL comes your next stage, which is your type rating. There are two ways that you can either pay for these expenses. One is if you go for a type rating yourself, an average cost for a 320 rating by yourself at a place like Pier 7 could cost somewhere around 15 lakhs. Whereas if you go through the airline through a CPL vacancy, the cost could vary to maybe 20, 25 lakhs or 30 lakhs, depending on which airline it is and what kind of fleet it is, right? The other thing is, if you are doing a type rating by yourself, when you go to the airline for a type rated vacancy, you have to do a bridge course, which will cost you additional 5 to 7 lakhs. It again depends on the airline and how much they charge you for that. So an average cost for a type rating would somewhere still be around 20 to 25 lakhs. So to conclude, now if you do a CPL today, it would cost somewhere on an average, if you take a basic CPL package at a good flying school, it would be somewhere around 55-60 lakhs. In addition to that, around 20 lakhs on average for your type rating. So you will be spending at least a good 80 lakhs throughout your CPL training till the time you get into the airline. So as per the basic understanding, a conventional CPL program would cost somewhere around 80 lakhs, whereas a cadet pilot program would cost you somewhere around 1.2 or 1.3 crores in total. You're still saving a lot of money in the conventional CPL program, but you always have to counter for some buffer, because throughout both the programs there will be some additional travel expenses, food and accommodation expenses, and your miscellaneous expenses for your exams or anything that goes here and there. One more small thing to add to your CPL training cost is a ELP exam test. So the ELP will be in two stages, where first you'll have a training and you'll have a test. The training itself will cost somewhere around 30,000 plus, depending on where you join, and the test will cost somewhere between 10 to 15,000. In addition to all this, if you're taking any ground classes from a flying school or outside privately through different private coaching classes, then you will have additional expenses for that as well. Besides all this, if you have any questions, just post in the comments below. Thank you for watching.